back to the Co-OpCast. We're happy to be back. Merry Christmas to you all. What's up?
Yeah, it's awesome. We're actually face-to-face this time. We're all here for the holidays. Don't worry, we're safe from COVID. We're being careful, but we're all here in my house tonight. Excited to record with you guys.
How you guys doing?
It's weird because we're like a foot away from each other.
No, 6 feet.
Yeah, we're 6 feet actually. But yeah, like it's weird because normally we record just like looking at each other from the camera, but we're like right here. So hopefully this episode brings that out, you know, being close to each other, and hopefully we can...
Hopefully we can catch the drama. Like if I want to punch Sawyer right now, I'm going.
You can hear it.
You can feel our emotions.
Fetch! So this is our Christmas episode, I guess.
Before we jump in that, do you guys want to talk about your week? Like things like that?
Yeah, that sounds good. So my week drove quite a bit. Picked up some friends of my wives, and my wife, and they stayed over for a couple days. We took them to town and had a good time, and we just dropped them off. So just been busy driving this week and continuing to settle into our new house. I know I mentioned that we've been moving, and yeah, we've just been unpacking things still, and we're like on the last steps of settling in. So it's a good time.
I'm just going to say he has a dope house, and I'm actually really happy he has this. So
yeah, and I'm a lot closer to his parents' house. So like we're close. I'm a lot closer to everyone.
Yeah.
What are the cool features of your house, Carter?
Some cool features of my house? Well, I'm glad you asked that, Sawyer.
I just experienced it
Yeah,
earlier.
you just experienced one of my prized possessions.
My whole body felt it.
His whole body felt it from head to toe, especially near the toe area.
Yep.
Well, I recently picked up a bidet. So when I moved here with my wife, you know, we were planning on moving here, and we were just thinking of a couple of things that we wanted to pick up for the new house. And one thing we agreed on that we really want to get is a bidet. Like not like one that's like just a hose that you spray, but like a nice bidet attachment that you would put on your toilet seat, and has all the different features on it.
Warm water.
Yeah. How about you tell me about your experience, Sawyer?
Okay. It was different. So on the side of the toilet seat, there's a control panel, and you can choose to either to shoot water up your butt.
Up to your butt?
It felt like it. Shoot water up your butt. And then there's also the one for the woman. I did not try that. And then you got the air blow, the dryer. Yeah, there you go. And then you can change the heat or the sensitivity of the water and how strong it goes. And then you can also change the angle of the water spout. So as you're going, so when you first start, I was really excited. And so I pressed shoot the water. And it starts off gentle. It eases you in. It's nice. And then it starts getting harder and harder. And those first 20 seconds were just, I was clenching my butt and I was kind of biting my teeth. And I was like, oh my gosh, it felt so awkward. I felt like I lost my virginity a little bit. And then I started moving the spout to get in the right spot.
Yeah, if you adjust it.
Yeah, you can adjust the spout angle. And when it got to my butthole, I had to move back up because it was too much.
So what, you were spraying your
I don't know where I was spraying.
I can't wait for my family to listen to this, man. I can't wait.
And then after 20 seconds, it felt great. And then when you have to wipe at the end of it, after you dry it, it's perfect. There's no residue.
Nice. So you would recommend it?
Oh, I recommend it, yeah.
So are you going to pick one up for yourself one day?
One day, yeah.
One day.
Yeah, definitely. I think the world's going to change to bidets, to be honest.
Well,
I've noticed
the whole world is pretty much
Yeah.
on bidets right now, except
Already,
for the U.S.
Yeah.
But
I think we're going to change.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it for my first time sometime.
When the time comes.
Next when the time comes, when I get a hankering.
Yeah. It'll be like one of the first things I take my guests over. Be like, hey, this is my house. This is my bidet.
Yeah. Do it now.
Squeeze it out.
But yeah, for all of you guys listening, if you've never tried a bidet, highly recommend it. It's life-changing.
We're sponsored by Bidet.
Nah.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
Yeah, no.
Hopefully one day we'll be sponsored by bidets because I would gladly
I'll
take
advertise.
it.
Sponsored by Clean Bow.
Yeah, take it.
How's your week, Sawyer? Other than your experience that you just had. Oh, wait. I had a question. Does it feel like you're going on a rocket ship with all the buttons? Like, ready for takeoff?
Yeah. I feel in control when I'm on there.
Yeah, you're like, this is mine. This is my throne.
All right, let's move on. How was your week, Sawyer?
I don't think anything happened this week. I think it just worked. Trying to think.
Make that right.
Yeah, killing corn, making popcorn. I work at a popcorn factory. For those who don't know, I make flavored popcorn. Killing corn. Check it out if you want some good flavored popcorn.
What's like your main job at Killing Corn?
I bag. So we have my cousin cooks, and then I bag it. I put it into bags, and then I seal it up and put it ready for packaging. So if you buy some, I'll have touched it.
And it'll touch your life. That was kind of corny. Whatever.
No, I like that.
Popcorny.
That's my week. How about you?
My week was just a lot of driving too. I just got back from college. Before college, we had to go down to a wedding of Brina's cousin, my wife's cousin. She got married, and they're both only girls in their family, so they're basically sisters. So they're like, you have to be there, Brina. Like, you're my sister, kind of thing. So we were there. It just added 5 hours of driving, and it's fine. And that's basically it. And got here yesterday, and happy to be able to record. Like, this is so much fun to be able to be in person. Like,
Better.
Yeah, hopefully this happens more often because this is a lot more fun. I mean, of course, it's so fun to record with you guys from other states, but we'll have to do this every time you come visit Colin.
For sure. All right, you guys want to move into the topic
of
the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas is my favorite holiday for sure, and it's kind of good timing for the podcast. You know, we got a few episodes out, and now we're in the holiday season. Hopefully, some of you guys can just relax this time and listen to some of our episodes. Before we get into the Christmas stuff, I just want to say thank you guys for 40 subscribers. I feel like last time I mentioned it, we were at 20, so we've been climbing high and really appreciate it. Hope you guys stick with us and just keep listening to our episodes. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, so this one's not going to be about gaming all that much like we have been, but like for sure gaming's a big part of our life, but also family is too, and that's probably what we want to talk about and things like that. So going off of Christmas, let's just start out and go around talking about our traditions and things like that. Me and Carter are going to have a lot of the same traditions, and Carter and Sawyer are going to have a lot of the same traditions because, as we mentioned, we're cousins, all connected by Carter.
We have mutual family gatherings that we each go to separately.
Yeah, every Christmas I have a separate party with one side of my family, which is Colin, and the other side of my family, which is Sawyer's side. So I'm kind of in the middle, and I get the best of both worlds.
So for us, you and me, I'll do my other side of the family first. We just do talent show, pretty much is what we do.
Really?
We'll have a dinner, and then all the kids will all gather up, and each family will do a talent show together. There's been a lot of good ones. Then it's not that long of a party, but it's fun because there's 100 of us there. It's a big party.
Wow. I didn't know that. So what's your main talent that you usually go to for the talent show?
Usually my sister sings. My sisters.
Oh, so you don't participate?
Sometimes. Okay, one of my favorite ones was, so you know the Harry Potter Puppet Pals? We did the ticking time bomb one.
Really?
Yeah, we did that. We just had like a cape. Yeah.
Did you make like little puppets, or did you just
those are
act
faces.
it out?
Those are faces. Yeah.
Oh, like the upside down faces with the eyes on your chin?
We had like a tarp over,
okay.
and then we just pop up.
Oh,
I was Dumbledore.
Highly recommend checking out that video, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a Harry Potter Puppet
Classic.
Pals. What's the video?
Ticking time bomb.
Yeah, just ticking time bomb would
Just
work
like-
if you search
It's
that.
like Harry Potter puppets doing funny things.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
Feels like a bunch of 14-year-olds making videos, and back before YouTube was a thing, so
Yeah. Good content.
And yeah.
I like how you mentioned, like, you said your family did a talent show. My family, on my mom's side,
You do talk.
we didn't do a talent show, but you had to do something to get your present for my grandma when we were little. Now my grandma's too old to really do much, so we don't do much on that side. But when we were little, we had to do something, so we usually like had to sing a song or like show her something that you could do, and then she'd give you her present. And like, oh, I love you, kind of thing.
What did you do?
What did I do? I usually like sang like, because I was like 5 or 6. I usually sang like a little a little song, like Christmas song, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or something.
Yeah.
Just to
Give
give me my present.
One of the traditions that comes to my head right away, well, just besides the fact that we get, pajamas on Christmas Eve that we put on.
I never had that, man.
Yeah.
It made me so sad. Yeah, you guys, yeah. And then my other siblings did. Not siblings, my other cousins did. My parents never did it.
Yeah. We kind of stopped the past couple years, but my sister just came from college for the holidays and she wants to bring it back. So she ordered pajamas for all of us. And this time they're all matching. So we're all going to look the same. So
It'll look beautiful.
Yeah, that's happening this year. But one of the things for some reason that just comes to me is, we'd spend all day at my grandma's house on Christmas Day. And Colin, you and I, we would share the tradition of getting a Lego set from my grandma, or our grandma. And we'd put it together throughout the day on Christmas, and it would take us like 2 hours. And it was just a lot of fun because it's a pretty big set. One of those, not like those huge sets you see at like Walmart, but like pretty decent size. It would take us like a couple hours especially for like 12-year-olds to do it. Yeah. And it kept us busy because, we're there at our grandma's house like all day. And
while the adults are doing their thing, like doing their white elephants and whatnot.
Yeah.
We were just in the back room like, X-Wing, yay!
Yeah, one of us would read the steps, and then the other one would build it, and then we'd switch, and it was a lot of fun. I wonder where all those Legos are now. They're probably just
destroyed in a Lego box somewhere in my mom's upstairs Lego collection.
Could be anywhere. I have no clue.
So, would you guys game at the party?
Sometimes.
Yeah, there's a Nintendo 64 at my grandma's house. She used to have a NES, Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Anything more than that, we never really saw.
Yeah.
There was a GameCube, but I don't remember really playing it that much.
It was like broke, and you had to like rest something on top of it perfectly for the disc to work or whatever.
Yeah.
It was mainly the 64, but that was mainly like an every Sunday kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like we'd go play. So it wasn't really a Christmas thing, but
yeah. Because usually every Sunday we'll play there, like Colin said. So on Christmas we just did other things because there's a lot more family around.
Yeah.
So when we have a lot more family, it's like there's more things to do, more activities. And we're going to talk about it soon, but there's there's a game that we would play every year.
Yeah, let's just talk about it, the box game.
Yeah, you want to explain that?
Yeah, the box game. So our grandparents would take a really tiny box.
Like a ring box.
Like a ring,
super small.
Tiny. And they'd shove like a $20 or $50 bill in it, and they'd wrap it in tape, like packaging tape. And then they'd put that box in another little box and wrap it in packing tape. And then that box in another box, another box, another box, until you have like a moving box, basically, sized box. And they're all wrapped with packing tape.
Like all over.
Like one year, I think my grandpa showed me how many rolls of tape he used. It was like 3 or 4 rolls of tape. Like, it was ridiculous. But you get all the grandkids to sit in a circle, and you pass around this pie tin with 2 dice in it. And if you roll doubles, which is like a 1 and 1 or a 2 and a 2 kind of thing, or go up to 6, whatever. And if you roll doubles, you get a chance to beat up the box and break it open. So it's kind of violent. People like punching it, kicking it, trying to rip open the box to try to get to the next box,
Yeah.
But if somebody else rolls doubles, you have to give them the box. So
you have to throw it immediately. You can't finish what you were doing. You have to let go of it and toss it to them. Mm-hmm. And there's been times when there's people using all their strength to rip open the layer, and it slips, and someone will just get an elbow right to them, right in the face or the arm. It's pretty dangerous. And some people will get their teeth all on it, and then when the next person gets it, it's all slippery and slimy.
Not a recommended game for 2020, huh?
Yeah. I don't think we're playing that this year, but it'd be fun.
My family is, but that's just my direct family.
Right, like 6 to 10 people. But when we played it, there was like 25 people in a circle. It was good fun. And it was loud too, because every time someone got doubles, they'd, it's mine, give it to me. And then they're just like, dang it. They'd throw it as hard as they can because they're mad.
We did it one year.
Yeah, with the stock, with your family.
Yeah, one time. But it was a small little box.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
It's funny when you show, because I've shown a couple other families, like when I was on my mission, I showed a family, and it's funny how like timid they are with like unwrapping the tape and trying to find like the edge of the tape.
Yeah.
And then you finally roll the doubles and then show how violent you can be. And then just seeing them let loose is so funny because it's like, you were just a minute ago trying to like barely rip the tape off and stuff, and then you're just like...
I still have a memory of you calling rolling doubles, and you get it, and you literally just punched the box as hard as you can and just literally broke through the tape and just bent the box, and you were able to just take like 4 strips of tape off with that one punch.
That's fun.
I've never won that game though. I mean, it's pretty hard to win because there's so many people.
I think I won once.
A lot of it's up to chance to get the doubles, but a lot of times people get the doubles, and right as soon as they get the box, the person like 3 or 4 ahead of them roll doubles again. They don't even get a chance to do it. So it's like it gets real intense when you're on that last container, that really small container, and because you can't like punch anymore, you have to be really like, you have to really know exactly where the strip of tape is and get it off. Use your teeth. I mean, the people are screaming. Lots of fun. I recommend you guys try it out.
Didn't your sister win it like 4 times? Like
Probably.
Which one?
Lucy.
Yeah, I think you won it once.
I won it once.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of fun. It's a good tradition, and we only do that around Christmas time. So that game always reminds me of Christmas for sure. Do you guys have any other traditions on your mind?
Let's go with food. Like
food. That's
Christmas food.
It's a big part.
Yeah, because literally, I always gain like 10 pounds around the end of the year because of Thanksgiving, then Christmas, back and back.
It's sad,
but it's always good. I'm hoping that doesn't happen this year because me and my wife just got off of a diet in November, and I'm hoping I don't fall back into bad habits right after the diet.
Don't worry, just save it for January.
Exactly.
Resolutions. No. Yeah, there's lots of eating this time of year. There's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Your birthday's this time of year.
Yeah.
Like, man.
My birthday's 2 days after Christmas for those listening. So
is that a hardship or is that awesome?
I get kind of shafted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Mine's in November, so it's not as close, but I always wanted to have like a water balloon fight at my birthday party, but it was always cold.
Yeah.
November, it's always freezing, so.
My parents always threw like birthday parties in like April, and it always didn't make sense to my friends, but then they like after I explained it to them, they're just like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like your birthday's 2 days after your birthday's 2 days after Christmas, you deserve to have it.
So would you get gifts in April?
Yeah, from my friends. Like
yeah.
That makes sense.
That's cool.
Like,
so do you get more of your gifts back then when on Christmas, or would you wait for your birthday?
I think it was split. Like,
just split 50-50?
Yeah.
Well, at least your parents only had to go shopping like in one trip.
Yeah. Well, not true until I was like 6 or 7, because they actually told me when I was younger, my birthday was in March, on my grandma's birthday on my mom's side.
What?
And I somehow found out, I think my brother snitched my parents out.
Yeah.
And was like, I knew my birthday was on the 27th for some reason. And I came out, and when we were little, they'd make a paper banner that says happy birthday to whoever birthday it was, and then your presents would be on the floor. And I came out as like this little 6-year-old, 7-year-old, just like, where's my banner? Where's my presents? And my parents freaked out, and they're like, we're going to town, and you're breaking out your presents this year.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So
we're learning about each other on this podcast.
Yeah. Oh, wow. No, when I think of Christmas, I think of ham. That's what we have. Sorry, I just was like food. I wanted to talk about food.
The food I think of is another memory at my grandparents' house. You know, we live a mile away from them, and I still live a mile away from them even today. I remember going maybe like a week before Christmas, we would make gingerbread men. My grandma would prepare gingerbread dough, and all the kids would come, like 5 or 6 of us. And we'd roll out the dough and make gingerbread men, sprinkle sugar over it after they're cooked, and we put raisins on them or little peppermint things, and lots of
raisins
fun.
on gingerbread men.
That's the thing that my grandma did.
How
and
else are you gonna make the face?
That's just the tradition. That's just what makes it normal for me. It's normal for me. Putting raisins on the gingerbread men. That's just how it is, in my opinion. I can't think of anything else you would use except for like sprinkles.
We use like M&Ms.
I use M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Yeah.
But I remember one time I think we used the M&Ms, and then like the color like faded off and melted off, and was like
looks like they have white eyeballs with like red around them.
Well, yeah, like the red, and it looks like they're just bleeding out of their eyes.
I actually like the raisins on the gingerbread man. I'd rather have that than like the hard peppermint candy thing that we would also use. Because you bite into it after dipping it in milk, and it's so soft and good, and then you just bite into that hard part of the candy, and it just hurts.
I think that's also like weird because me and you both, our favorite cookie is like the molasses cookies, kind of like gingerbread. And I feel like a lot of people hate it, and I'm like, how can you hate it?
I love it so much. She even mailed a bag of them, the molasses cookies, when I was in college. Yeah, I went to college for a semester in Hawaii, so she sent me a bag of molasses cookies there took like 3 days to get there, so it was fresh still. It was awesome.
They're like average molasses cookies.
What's your favorite cookie?
Just chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
But
Basic.
with butterscotch in them.
Oh, got you.
Butterscotch chocolate chip.
That reminds me, I'm Santa, basically.
What?
When I
Calling yourself a fat.
No, let me explain. When my son was born in October last year, so he's a year old now. I was like thinking to myself, like, man, like I'm Santa now. Like I have a son. That means I have to like.
Oh, I get you.
Okay.
I thought you were meaning like I'm gonna grow up with a white beard and be fat.
We're talking about cookies, right? And so I'm thinking, like, man,
You have to eat
I'm gonna start putting cookies out and eating them at night, Christmas Eve. So I get to choose what cookies I get to eat. You know,
That's awesome.
I'm gonna tell my son, like, oh, let's make molasses cookies. Those are so Santa loves those. And I'll take a couple bites out of them. And that was our tradition too. I don't know if you guys did that. We would put a plate of cookies out.
We did,
and
only like a
there'd
few
be bite
years.
marks in the morning. We're like, oh my gosh, it's Santa.
He was here.
He bit into them.
I wish.
Why didn't he finish them?
That's
Did,
cool.
did he not like it?
Well, I feel like me being the youngest, like I found out that Santa wasn't real, like the quickest, because it was just like they're tired of this facade.
Bro, spoilers. People
Hey,
might
sorry,
be young.
sorry,
listening to
your
this.
5-year-old learning about buttholes on this channel because of
Yeah,
the
I think
bidet,
I think we ran out any young audience with the very beginning about bidets. So
I think we're good. That's the reason we bring it up, is so that we don't spoil Santa's not real.
But my favorite food, I want to share it. There's only one food that is Christmas to me. Because we eat them once a year. It's called a Monte Cristo. Do you guys know what that is?
Mm-mm.
So a Monte Cristo, so it's ham.
Ham, dude.
Ham. It's a Monte Cristo sandwich. So I looked it up just so I could say it for sure. It's an egg-dipped ham and cheese sandwich that is pan or deep fried. And then you eat jam with it. You put jam on the sandwich. It sounds weird. But
Sounds like diabetes.
Oh,
deep fried with like jelly on top.
it's kind of like the bidet. You're cautious when you hear about it. You're like, I don't know about that. And then you try it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, it's really good. It's a French cuisine. And it's it's super good. I'm really excited to eat them in a week.
Nice.
I think some people even put powdered sugar on it. Yeah, it's really good. Yep, once a year tradition.
Awesome.
I think the only other food, like, other than ham, like a big ham in my family, is what we have. I think the only other thing that's tradition for food-wise for me and Carter's side is evil skeevers. Do you want to explain what those are?
Well, I never really eat them when I'm there, so I don't really know much about them.
Oh, okay. Why don't you eat them?
I don't know. I'm usually in the other room, but I try one. They're not like amazing to me. They're just like mini pancakes. So it's like a pan you put on the stove that has little divots in it, like half circles. You pour the batter in there, and it cooks like a half sphere pancake. And you put whatever you want on it, like strawberries or syrup. And you know the family there at the time, whoever's there for the year, we always eat like a ton of them. For me personally, I don't know why I only have like one or two.
Yeah, because I eat like 9 or 10 of them. And then my mom's always there like, dude, slow down.
It's probably because we do it at like 9 o'clock or
So
10 o'clock at night.
It's a pancake that there's a divot inside of it, and it's
So think about like a thick pan that has like 5 to 6 or 7 holes in it.
Mhm.
Like, do you take a sphere, cut it in half,
yeah.
put it in the pan, you
Half a
you
sphere.
fill it up with the batter, and it cooks all around it.
Yeah.
And then you just get like a skewer, and you just kind of like flick it out because it's cooked. You know, you just spray it with oil before you pour the batter
flip it
in.
over, and the batter kind of like falls out of the middle,
Yeah,
and
just
then
kinda
that's how it
slides
comes.
out.
It comes like a sphere almost.
So you put the flat side on the plate, and they're
Oh.
just like little half spheres, and you just like drizzle stuff over it, and you just
I
use a fork. It's really fluffy, I think.
Oh, that's why you like
Really fluffy.
because they're fluffier.
I don't know why I don't eat them too much. I don't know. Maybe it's because we meet up really late, and I'm just like,
Well,
Nah.
it's
you
Christmas
and me,
Eve, and I'm just like, nah, I don't like eating like sweet stuff at night.
our family does crepes.
Yeah, crepes.
Our side.
Yeah, with me and Sawyer's side, like
Dude.
2 or 3 times a year, we have these activities where we come together and we do crepes. We call them Swedish pancakes.
Yeah.
There's crepes,
Because
Swedish
our
pancakes,
grandparents are Norwegian.
whatever you
so
prefer. Yeah, we're from like Norway,
they probably don't like it if you call them crepes, right? They don't.
probably.
It's the
Just-
French
Yeah.
deviation.
Just to clarify, they're the really thin pancakes that you roll up and you fill that up.
Yeah, I feel like when I was younger, the world didn't know, America didn't really eat crepes. But then I feel like
Yeah.
as we become older, it's become a
Mhm.
big pop.
Whenever I used to visit your brother at college, they always make crepes for us.
Really?
Like they do. Like they've done it like 4 or 5 times with
Yeah.
us.
That's a big side of our family thing. Let's go back to Santa when we found out when he wasn't real, because we kind of started about that.
Yeah.
I guess I can continue with that. I don't even really remember
Me
the moment that I was like, oh, he's not real. I just remember the moment when it's like, oh, this year we're only gonna do stuff in your stockings. Like, we're not gonna have presents. And I was like, wait, what? Like, just like, yeah, he's not real. No, they didn't say that.
I was like, no.
No, they didn't say it like that. I think they were just like, okay, this year we're gonna like slowly give off hints. That was when I was like 18. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was probably like 10 or I don't know. I just remember when like my older sister started to move away, we really like calmed down with like the holiday stuff. I don't know. I would just say that it was just like slowly hinted over time. Like one year Christmas, it was really cool. Like, and then the next year was a little bit less, like just kind of hinting like, oh, Santa's not really like what he is. It's like, he doesn't do the same thing every year like he did when you were a kid. And so finally got to the point where it's like me and my sister are the only ones left in the house, and my older sisters are already moved out, and we're just like, yeah, we're just going to chill this year and just go on a trip somewhere. And so I realized like, oh, well, it looks like it kind of makes sense that he's not really there because we're leaving. And
so like what grade would you predict?
5th grade.
I feel like
That's around the age, I feel like. 'Cause that's around
5th grade.
But I feel like I don't have a single memory of remembering Santa. So I don't think I ever did, to be honest. Like, I don't remember ever. But, yeah, Colin, you got some.
Mine was easy because I always had these suspicions. That Santa wasn't real. Like, because, like, it just was far-fetched when I was little. But then again, like, I probably believed it when I was in, like, 3rd grade. But when I knew for a surety it was, like, 4th or 5th grade, and we just moved to the town we live in now from another town that was only like 30 minutes away. We moved here because my dad got a job as a teacher. And I was actually couch riding for the first like 6 months in the house we were in as we were building another house. And I don't think my parents like wanted to like even work on like figuring out how to like get me out of the room at night or like make me sleep somewhere else. So they're just like, whatever, we're just gonna bring the presents out, and if he wakes up and he finds out for sure that Santa isn't real. And I did, and I was like, not that big of a deal, and went back to bed.
Yeah. We have a tradition where I'm the only boy in my family. I have 4 sisters. So I remember there were nights on Christmas Eve where we would like go downstairs in the basement and watch a Christmas movie or two, and then eventually sleep down there, all of us. And then in the morning, the first one to wake up would like tell all the other ones, it's Christmas, guys. And it'd be like 4:30 in the morning, and we'd like open the door of my parents' bedroom. We're like, we're all awake. Can we open them? And they're like, just wake us up at 7:30. Wake us up at 7:30.
There was a set time.
And so we would sit there, and they're like, you can look through your stocking stuff.
Same.
And we'd sit there for like 3 hours waiting for my parents to finally wake up and go into the living room so that we could open the presents. We'd put a Christmas movie on the TV in the living room by the tree and just like look at all the, like eat the candies that were in the stockings and just kind of look at what everyone got. Because in our tradition, everything that was in the stocking was from Santa and everything that was wrapped up was from my parents.
Oh, really?
So that's what we believed as kids, that everything in the stocking was already from Santa. So they're like, you can look at what Santa got you, and I want to see what you open in the presents that were wrapped. So that's kind of how it worked for us. But we would wake up so early, and whoever woke up first would be the one that was privileged to wake up all the other siblings. It was fun to be like abruptly woken up like so early in the morning by one of your siblings, and they're just like, it's Christmas. Let's go. And you turn the corner and you see the Christmas tree with the lights, and it's still dark outside. And you see all the first thing I remember, or one memory that I have that's really, that stands out the most is 2007 when the Nintendo Wii came out. I saw the big white box with the big Wii logo right in the middle, the bottom of the tree, just standing there. And I turned the corner, and that was like one of the best presents I ever got. It was awesome.
It reminds me of that video with the kid. Nintendo! Yes, Nintendo! Thank you so much, Dad.
Man, Nintendo Wii was such a good time. It was groundbreaking. And watching my dad try to set it up
Yeah.
for me because I was too young. Because from the GameCube to the Wii, the Wii now has channels. You put the game in and turn it on. Like the GameCube, it would just start up the game. So we put the Wii Sports disc in and turn it on, and then we see all these empty channels. And, and we're like, what do we do? Like, how do we start the game? It took us like 20 minutes before my dad like read the manual to like point the Wii remote at the screen and like
really
start the game. And he was playing tennis before I was. I'm like, Dad, I want to try it. Like, come on. But he told me that he went out to town, like one of the big cities in Washington, and found a store that had like a couple left, and he waited in line and barely got it before it was sold out, because he kept trying, and he couldn't find a place that had them in stock.
I remember that year because I feel like I was jealous of you because I don't think we got one. Because
did
you get Twilight Princess?
Dude, everyone was jealous of Carter's Wii.
Oh, really?
Yes. Dude, but when we first came over and we wanted to see it, right? So then all of us were down in your downstairs, my parents, your parents, all the kids, all your kids, and we were all just watching each other play Wii tennis.
Wii tennis, just like bowling.
Yeah, bowling, boxing.
Golf. Well, we didn't really do golf.
We didn't play golf as much, but mainly tennis. And
the baseball one was pretty fun.
It
was mainly tennis and bowling.
Yeah. And I knew after my dad saw, he's like, okay, we're going to get one.
Isn't that funny how like revolutionary the Wii Sports game was back then? Mm-hmm. And like nowadays we're doing so many different things like
VR.
You're literally playing tennis like in the virtual world now. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Well, and the only reason I bring Twilight Princess up because I don't know if it came out with the Wii or if it was the next year. But I remember we still only had a GameCube.
Yeah.
And we got the GameCube version of Twilight Princess.
Yep, I remember
and
that.
I was just like...
You wanted the Wii version?
I wanted the Wii, like, so bad.
Wait,
because on the Wii, you swing the Wii remote to fight.
Yeah.
I remember watching you play it later after I started playing it on the Wii. Mm-hmm. On the GameCube version, the map of the whole game is mirrored. Mm-hmm. So when I was watching Colin play, I was like, something is wrong. Like, what is that?
Why? Huh.
Because they made the GameCube version first. They made that one first, and Link's left-handed. So instead of actually like programming Link to be right-handed, because most people are right-handed, they just flip the whole map. So they flip Link's character with the map.
Because when you're supposed to hold the Wii remote in your right hand and the nunchuck in your left hand. So it would be weird if you swung the right hand and then Link swings his left arm.
Wait, Link's a lefty?
Yeah, he's always been left-handed.
Except in Skyward Sword?
I'm sure in Skyward Sword he's right-handed as well.
Oh, interesting.
But everything else, I'm pretty sure he's left-handed.
How do I not know that?
It's because you don't notice it. You have a controller.
Yeah.
And like, I think that's the reason why it's flipped, but I could be wrong.
It makes the most sense.
Like, if somebody wants to put in the comments down below, like, if I'm wrong or right, it'd be interesting.
But just that time,
we can all learn
when we were all just young, and there were so many of us downstairs in the basement playing such a simple game, Wii Sports. Not even the Wii Sports Resort version, the original Wii Sports.
Bowling, dude.
We're just bowling.
We're
literally just holding the B button on the back, swinging it forward and letting it go, and just having a great time.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
And we got that Wii that year, and it was the perfect age for us, I think, to experience it. Because if the Wii came out when we were this age, it would still be awesome, but like just the whole magic of it all at such a young age is so fun.
We'd be more excited for like the Guitar Hero that comes out on the Wii instead of
right. So what's one of your guys' like most memorable presents that you've gotten over the years?
Remember one year I got all the Dragon Ball Z seasons. That was legit.
Like on DVD?
Yeah, on DVD.
Sweet.
The collection, because my brother had the first two seasons, and I'd binge watch those. And then I asked my mom for them. I didn't think she'd get them because they're expensive, like $40, a season or whatever. But then in one box, there's all there. Just blew my mind.
Yeah.
But actually, one of my favorites was my brother's gift. He got an Xbox 360, and it stressed us out so much because he asked for it, and we really wanted it. But he had like a bunch of smaller presents. We're like, Mom didn't get it for us. We're pissed. But we found out that she just separated the present, the power block,
Really?
Yeah, the power block,
like the hard drive.
So she opened it up and like.
She opened it, put the game in one because it came with Halo Reach. It was the Halo Reach edition.
Wow,
I remember that.
She put the console in one box. She put the power brick in one box. The game, the controller. So when we saw it, we're also stressed because my mom, she puts the gifts out early in the year. She puts it out 20 days early before Christmas, and we get to see them. And
a whole month long.
She puts a
I couldn't do that in my family because my mom, like, if we put my mom's gift out there, she would just like rip into them because that's just who she is. Like,
what do you mean?
Like, my mom's always like begging, like, "Can I open a gift, please?"
Really?
It's the 17th.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, you can't open a gift. No.
Yeah.
So we like hide them in our closets and stuff. And
That's funny. But my mom, she'll put like shapes on presents, and then you put them all into piles in the shapes that they are, and then in the morning of Christmas, she puts the shape on your stocking, so you know which gifts are your gifts.
Oh,
That's
cool.
But there's none that were an Xbox shape, so we're like reading an Xbox.
Nobody got a rectangle.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
So
your
17,
mom's awesome. That's
17
so cool.
days we were pissed. I remember I was like, I didn't get fetch an Xbox.
sounds so privileged.
It's the only thing it's the only thing he asked for. And
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good surprise.
Do you still have the Halo Reach console?
No. Really? I think we sold it, yeah.
It made like the shield recharging sound when you turn
when
it
you
on,
click
right?
the power button, yeah. Like it's
cool.
beautiful.
It's like silver.
GameStop gave us quite a bit of money for it. That's why we
Yeah, because they probably made
Return.
triple the amount.
return money. Yeah, a lot. It was quite a bit, like probably $200. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun.
Cool. What about you, Colin?
I have no clue. I was always the kid, like when I was younger, always the kid that would like, this might sound weird, but like I'd get like we'd get like 5 gifts or whatever, and I'd always play with like the cheap one on the day. And my parents would be like, "What the heck? Why did we even get you the expensive gifts if you're just gonna mess with the cheap one?" Like, I don't know. But I think the one year that I probably opened the like expensive, like nice gift was when I got the original DS. Like, not the DS Lite, not the DSi, not any
Like
of
the
that.
blocky one.
Like the blocky one that looks like a Lego. Like,
Yeah.
Isn't it like
the one that we
Yeah.
talk about, like
That
how I
shape.
broke it the
It's
other
like 3 inches tall.
it's like a pentagon shape, right?
trapezoid.
The trapezoid.
Didn't we talk about that? What?
I sound like an idiot. It sounds like patch. There you go.
Didn't we talk about it on this? I still don't understand what's going on. We
He's
can
just
cut this.
embarrassed because he like said this the wrong shape. So he's just like, dang.
We should leave that in. No. Didn't we talk about it on Nostalgic Gaming how I broke that one?
Yeah, you rolled
Yeah.
under the bleachers and
Yeah.
cracked it.
So I got that one with, I think it was Pokemon Pearl, but I'm not 100% sure. It was a Pokemon
It's too
game.
old. The that DS was too old for Pearl, I think.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Who knows? But I got a game with it. I was
Yeah.
playing with it. I think I remember because it wasn't all the way charged. And, like, all of the living room, like, because this is when I lived in that house that I was telling you about when I
Yeah.
found out Santa wasn't real. I think it was that Christmas. Like, I didn't have my own room, so I didn't have my own, like, outlets and stuff on the wall. So I was just, like, laying down in the hallway with it plugged into the wall, into the outlet, in the hallway because,
Yeah.
You needed to.
I needed to charge my DS.
Good
So
times.
the first DS came out in 2004. Pearl came out in 2006.
Okay, so it wasn't Pokemon Pearl. It might have not even been a Pokemon game. I think I just remember playing that.
One of my favorite things though was the text and send.
PictoChat?
PictoChat. We'd always send little
Man.
penises to each other.
I don't know if you want that on there.
But like being on the school
Little-
bus at that time when the DS first came out, like 30% of the kids on the school bus probably had their DS with them, and you'd get on the PictoChat
Yeah.
service and you could connect in like a live chat room with anyone nearby.
That's how I learned about catfishing.
Yeah,
Because
seriously.
I would put my name as somebody else and be like, I have a crush on this person.
We would always change our name to like a teacher's name that's in the same school. So we'd be like, oh, I'm Mr. So-and-so. And they're like, oh my gosh, Mr. So-and-so's in PictoChat.
He has a DS.
Yeah.
I miss those days. My bus ride from the house to the school was 45 minutes. 40-ish minutes. It took forever. But I could play Pokemon on the bus, so it was worth it.
Well, should we get back on the topic of Christmas?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go with our favorite Christmas movies.
Oh,
Do you
man.
want to go first?
I think you have the most favorite Christmas movies. Let's start with you.
Should I only give 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nightmare Before Christmas, for sure. It's one I grew up on.
I've
Yeah, you
never
can-
seen it.
Never seen it either.
Really? It's one I grew up on. It's got great... I mean, the music's not amazing, but it hits you. It hits you good.
Yeah.
For me, it does.
I've been on the ride at Disneyland.
The Nightmare Before Christmas ride?
Yeah, there's a haunted house at Disneyland, and then Christmas time they switch it to the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay. So I've never
theme.
been. Okay. And then another one that's unorthodox. I mean, it's not a Christmas movie you think of. Just Friends. It's got Ryan Reynolds and what's her name? Anna Faris is also in it. She's not the main character, but it's set during Christmas time. It's super funny. If you love Ryan Reynolds, you love Deadpool. I highly recommend it. I mean, he doesn't act like Deadpool necessarily, but I think it's just a movie that no one's seen. And if you like Ryan Reynolds, which I think most people do nowadays, it's a really good one. And then
like Green Lantern Ryan Reynolds or Deadpool Ryan Reynolds.
Deadpool. There's so many. That's another tradition actually. In my grandparents' house, we'd always have Christmas Story on.
Christmas Story?
Yeah.
I've never watched that movie all the way through either.
It's old.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's what I was going to talk about.
Yeah. Like I know the famous line from it. You're gonna shoot your eye out with that kid.
Yeah.
It's got funny lines in it.
It's a really old movie, but it's my favorite Christmas movie just because, just like with games, it's like the thing I have the most memories with. Like, we did like this activity in our church where we had to recreate a Christmas movie when I was a kid, and I was the main character because I was like that age at the time. So I had to reenact some scenes from that movie. It was pretty funny.
That's funny.
Like I had to wear the bunny suit that he wears, and I had to like walk down the stairs with it on and like run away or something. It was fun. It seems like we have that movie playing every year somewhere, sometime during December. And I don't know. I guess I'm kind of cheesy because what I really like are just like the classic old. What even is it? It's not claymation, is it? Like those old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Santa Claus is Coming to Town and all those old movies. I like those a lot.
I've never seen any of those.
Any of them? You've never seen like this?
I've seen parts of the one with the Heat Miser and the
Heat Miser and the
Snow Miser.
Snow Miser.
Yeah, I've seen that song many times, but that's all.
I like those a lot. That's what we watched during that time. We don't really watch like the old Charlie Brown ones or anything like that.
Either.
Or like movies nowadays.
I feel like I sound like I don't watch any Christmas movie.
Nope.
Yeah, we stick with those old classics. Those are good ones.
I guess the main two that I watch is Elf.
Oh, Elf.
Elf is 1,000% the best Christmas movie. Don't even come at me.
And I love Elf because it has those old characters in it.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely the funniest. Like,
oh yeah.
If you want a funny Christmas, that's what you go to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One of my favorite scenes is him like eating the bubble gum off of the bottom of like the railings. Just
loving it. Just like, oh, so good. Get more.
It's fun.
New York's best coffee.
You did it!
Yeah. Every time I go to a hotel, I feel like Elf is always playing in the hotel room. When I turn the TV on, it's like I just went on a few trips the past month or two, and it's like I turn the TV on and Elf's playing. So we just like, let's watch Elf.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I feel like poker always comes on for me.
Well,
what's your second one?
The second one's The Grinch.
Oh,
the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Yeah.
Because you can't watch any other Grinch. I just actually watched that 2 nights ago with my wife.
Nice.
And I forgot how weird it is, actually.
Yeah.
Like, now that I watch it back, because I don't think I've watched it in like 3 years, but like, it's kind of weird. But like, still just classic. Amazing.
Yeah. I love how the Who's look in that one. Like their nose. I really don't like the new one that came out, the Illumination version with the, what is it, Benedict Cumberbatch?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
I don't like how the Who's look in that one.
Me either.
They look like little animals.
I never watched it because I was like boycotting it because we don't need a 5th Grinch movie.
Yeah. I love the classic Grinch and I love the Jim Carrey Grinch, and that's all we need.
Mm-hmm. I only have seen the classic Grinch.
Really?
I don't think so.
It's like 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's not very long either, yeah.
It's good. It's old.
Because literally when you think about the Jim Carrey Grinch, like, you can tell that story in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's true, huh?
They kind of stretch it out.
Yeah. But it's a classic, just like Elf, the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lots of good Christmas movies. You guys comment below if you have any movies that we didn't mention that's your favorite to watch around this time of the year.
Oh, I forgot. Santa Claus. Have you guys seen that one?
Oh, with Tim Allen?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
We just watched it yesterday, actually.
I just love how he murders Santa.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that movie then.
He goes outside and he yells at Santa because he's on top of the roof, and then Santa Claus looks like, oh!
And he slips.
And he falls down, and then he looks inside of his
so
pocket.
he has to like take his place?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then his body just disappears, and he puts on the suit, and then he becomes Santa Claus.
Yeah, you can only become Santa Claus if you put the suit on.
Right.
That's
Nice.
a good one.
Yeah, I'll have to watch a few Christmas movies this year.
Disney Plus.
Some new ones.
I only have like 2 more questions, and we just want to bust them out real quick.
Yeah.
We're getting close to that hour mark, so
Longest episode yet?
let's do it.
It's Christmas.
A
A lot of poop talk.
lot of poop talk. It's the best type of talk, though. Snow, are you guys a fan?
Big fan.
Big fan?
Yeah.
Why?
If it doesn't snow during Christmas, it just doesn't feel the same. I don't care if the roads are all icy and stuff, as long as everyone's safe. I love snow. It's a bummer when it's Christmas Day and it's just like how it was in October, how it looks.
I wish it would just snow Christmas morning and half an inch. Like, that's all I need.
Just to have the white.
Just to have the white, and then that's it.
If I'm snowed in, awesome.
But then you can't go like anywhere. Like, you can't do anything. Any of your Christmas traditions. Like,
Yeah.
Then again, this year we can be snowed in. It wouldn't really matter. Like,
No, I love snow.
I like it just for the ambiance it brings to my life.
Right.
Nothing else.
If I'm traveling, then no.
Yeah, like Arizona, I loved not having to deal with it for 2 years.
yeah, same.
I was there for 2
same.
years. I loved it.
I
didn't
didn't
have to deal
become a
with
pansy.
Yeah, I didn't. Just having the streets always clear, just living. I loved it. But then now that I see the white everywhere, that Christmas vibe, it makes me happy. But it's not worth it to me.
Oh yeah.
I like it, but it's just not worth it.
Yeah. Like, I think so. I also served in Arizona, and I still feel like I'm still in that mindset. It's just like, I hate anything cold anymore. Like, I don't know. I used to be that kid when we were younger, and I'd run around like outside with my shirt off in the winter, with like barefoot in the snow, and just like having a good time and whatnot.
Yeah.
But now, like, I can't do it, man. Like, I'd rather have no snow.
Yeah.
So I feel like in Arizona, at nighttime it gets cool, right? It's cool during the winter, and then with all the Christmas lights and it's really cool, and you see your breath, it kind of gives that vibe, and that's for me.
Well, my wife is from Malaysia, and she never had snow there,
Like,
so it's awesome for her to see snow around this time of year.
Does she like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she likes it. And I want to go sledding with my son, too. Just do those Christmas activities. You can't do those if there's no snow.
For sure, there's plus sides to the snow, because like those people that haven't seen snow ever before, it's so cool to like watch them do it.
Yeah.
Because my wife has an aunt that married somebody, so her uncle, he's from South America, and he didn't see snow ever in his life. And last year, they go cut down their own Christmas trees and get licenses to cut them down, and it was the first time he'd ever seen snow, so he went sledding for the first time, and he was having the blast. And this dude's like 45.
Yeah.
Like,
we need to go sledding.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't gone forever.
Yeah. We got a little like disc sled for Dustin this year.
he did to snow.
So he has a sled.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Hopefully it snows because it's coming close. Usually, I think last year it snowed like January 1st.
January and February.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But one of my memories of snow is it was state football. It was maybe the week before state, and the field was completely snowed in. We stayed inside and practiced in the gym, but then he still wanted us to go out for like the last 30 minutes or something. So he had someone mow the turf off, but yet the turf was still frozen. So we were playing on the frozen turf, and it hurt so bad when he fell. That's like another bad memory of snow.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Get tackled, and all cut up on your arm,
blood on your arms.
Right. My sister, one year, when she was like 14 or 15, we went and took the four-wheeler out and pulled her around on a tube on the snow. And my cousin was driving and drifted the four-wheeler and just launched her into a tree. And we had to take her to the hospital because she got stitches all the way down her forehead. We called her Harry Potter for like 2 months. But she just smashed into one of our trees. Just going like maybe like 20 miles per hour. Boom! Yeah, so lots of memories with snow for sure.
I feel like I look like Harry Potter with my scar. Do you guys want to hear the story about my scar?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it was actually on a second date with a girl like 3 years ago.
I remember.
Yeah. It was on a second date with a girl like 3 years ago. And it was like in December or something. I don't remember. But I took her ice skating, and I was like, I'm pretty good at ice skating. And she was like, yeah, this is my second time going ice skating, so I don't know how, really. And I was like, I'll show you, kind of thing.
Oh, I gotta hold her hand.
Yeah, hold her hand, hold her up, like things like this. Then, literally in the first minute, I biff it. My hands like slide on the ice, and I'm not able to catch myself. And I straight up hit my face right on the floor, right on the ice. And I just like look up, like, am I okay? Am I good? And she's like, you're not. And so we just like waddled out, and like I was bleeding all over the ice rink's floor and everything. I was like, I feel so stupid. I feel so dumb.
So you went to the hospital, right, to get stitches?
Yeah, we went to the hospital, had her take me to the emergency room. What's also funny is I wasn't even in my car at the time because I had a little like wreck that week as well. So my car was getting fixed. So I was in like this rented car.
Oh no.
And I was like, please just don't get any blood anywhere. Like I do not want to pay for these seats. Like
yeah. Oh man.
That wasn't high school, was it?
No, it was in college, like 2-3 years ago.
Right.
That's awesome.
That's crazy. Yeah, lots of accidents can happen with ice and snow. I just hate having to drive in the snow and the ice. Yes. Yeah.
I just wanted to say what I'm asking for Santa, from Santa. Hopefully he can hear it on this podcast. I just want a bidet. That's all. That's it.
Just took one time.
No more, no less.
Please, Saint Nick.
It's just a bidet.
Bring this man a bidet.
Come on,
we'll even write a letter if we need to.
Just give me a machine that'll blast water on my butt.
All right, I think that's where we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching so much.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching the Christmas special. We had a lot of fun being in person this time. There might be a couple episodes where we're going to do this in person. So just stay tuned for those. And after the holidays, we'll be back to how it was. And Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year. We'll talk about some New Year stuff as well.
Mm-hmm. Go hit up the social medias we have, the Discord. That's where we want you to come from and everything. So
yeah, we made an Instagram account this week. So I'll add that to the link in the description. So keep an eye on that. And once again, thank you guys for 40 subscribers. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we keep that number growing and get a bigger audience, get the word out, and keep things rolling. We're having a lot of fun with this.
Bless you.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good one.
All right. Thanks for watching. Deuces.